How you doing?
So, you're an alien. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Cornelius. I am what you Earthlings call an alien, and you're actually what we call an alien. So it's funny how that works. Just a matter of perspective, I guess. And yeah, I'm glad to do this interview with you. First one. Tucker Carlson was my top choice, but that didn't really work out.
How did you get here?
Open borders. I just glided in. Y'all have an open border around your whole atmosphere. It's kind of stupid of you, but a lot of us are taking advantage of it.
Fair enough. Where are you from?
Originally from Miltoad. It's a small farm town planet about 17 light minutes away. A lot of Trump supporters on Miltoad.
Who do you think won the GOP debate?
Tucker Carlson, hands down. I'm a big fan.
Now, how long have you been here on Earth?
For about the past 6,400 years, I've been residing at Machu Picchu. It is great there. Not a lot of oxygen at that elevation, which actually makes it easier for me to breathe. And you know what? It's also been fascinating watching all your top scientists trying to figure out how we got all those massive stones to the top of the mountain.
Yeah, how did you guys get them up there?
It's actually pretty simple. We moved them. Like, that's where we put them. I don't know why you guys think it's any more complex than that.
Could you tell me a bit about your species?
You know those aliens you learn about in the upper levels of Scientology? We're those aliens, the Xenu. You learn about us once you're at an advanced enough level of Scientology that you can't get out. At least not alive anyway. The really high level where you've pledged 100% of your income to the church for the rest of your life, and the guy that bangs Tom Cruise is banging your wife. Dianetics is a hell of a process. In other words, when you're clear, you learn about us. Not that I endorse that religion, but L. Ron Hubbard based it on us. Oh, and by the way, I know it gets a bad rap, but Scientology is the second most accurate religion that you humans have.
Well, what's the most accurate religion?
Veganism. It turns out it's the worst thing for your nutrition, but the best thing for your religion.
Fascinating. And so the government's talk about UFOs and aliens lately is true, apparently.
No, not at all. Your government doesn't think we're real. That's why they're telling you that we are real. They've got their whole Project Bluebeam playbook ready to roll out with all their fear-mongering and whatnot that they'll need to do for the next election. Oh my lord, there's an alien pandemic! Don't leave your homes! And oh geez, looks like we're gonna have to do mail-in voting. You guys are so stupid. So yeah, anything they say about aliens is just made up.
How many genders does your species have?
We only have one. Nobody in my species has ever reproduced. That's why I'm here to study you guys in hopes that we can learn how to reproduce. I'm so fascinated by you Earthlings. 73 genders? That is incredible evolution. But so far, I've only discovered 2 genders that can reproduce. The rest just seem to be severely mentally ill. But I'ma keep looking.
You guys only have one gender? So does that make everyone in your species gay?
Yeah, we play pickleball all the time. And you know what? It has been hard settling here on Earth because, to be honest, I am very heterophobic. It is absolutely disgusting what you guys do to each other, if you ask me.
People are so curious to learn about you because here on Earth, people have an intense fascination with aliens.
Yeah, I've been listening to Joe Rogan's podcast too. One thing I've learned about myself from Joe is that the reason why our eyes point forward is because we're predatory. Whereas prey animals have their eyes on the sides of their head, like deer, so they can always be looking out for predators. But with us, eyes pointing forward, we're the predators.
You're predatory? I shouldn't be worried that you're gonna hurt me, should I?
No, don't be silly. I'm not gonna hurt you. When I kill you immediately following this interview, I'll inflict a wound in your cervical region that'll open up your carotid artery while simultaneously severing your spinal cord. So, no, you won't feel any hurt whatsoever. But you will feel overwhelming terror. And with our process, it'll take you like 11 minutes to bleed out, so you'll be in a state of terror for a while, but it'll feel like an eternity, and so To answer your question, no, it won't hurt at all.
Let me ask you this. A guy named Bob Lazar has been shedding light on aliens and UFO technology for years now. Is that you guys he's talking about?
Bob Lazar? That guy is full of shit. Everything he says is a lie. He made the whole thing up. Now look, the guy was cheating on his wife. The first time she confronted him about being out all night, he made up this elaborate story about being taken to a secret government facility and being shown aircrafts and alien bodies all night, and she bought it. So he kind of had to keep leaning into it. Pretty elaborate lie to hide his infidelity.
Now, lately, reliable people from the military have been talking about tracking suspected alien aircrafts that move at rates of speed that seem to defy our laws of physics, like Commander David Fravor.
I don't mean to talk down on the guy, but Commander Fravor, he drives a jet like a He couldn't keep up.
Be that as it may, moving your aircraft from sea level to an altitude of 50,000 feet in less than a second defies our laws of physics. How do you do that?
It's simple. We just break your laws of physics. Where I come from, we consider your laws of physics pretty unconstitutional. They are incredibly controlling and tyrannical, if you ask me. Being stuck to a planet, it's like being chained to a fence. I don't know why so many of you comply with these unjust laws of physics.
In breaking our laws of physics, how do you propel your aircraft so fast where it seemingly moves instantaneously?
Easy. We just take the angular dynamics of a 64-sided tetrahedron, multiplied by cold fusion, divided by the speed of darkness, and plug those numbers into our engine mapping system.
Here's a question for you. With your advanced intelligence, do you have any predictions for the 2024 election?
Mark my words, Joe Biden wins by a landslide.
Really?
Yeah, and believe it or not, it'll be legitimate. Based on the mathematical probability models I've run, he'll have a stroke, another aneurysm, a heart attack, and anal leakage all at the same time. And mathematically, when you multiply 4 negatives together, it equals a positive. So all those lethal conditions kind of bounce into each other and rebound, up-leveling his vitality. So it'll result in kind of a Control-Alt-Delete for his degenerated system. Bring him back to life. He'll be super charismatic. People will love him.
With all the division happening in our world right now, what's your outlook for humanity as a whole?
To answer that, consider this parable. I see, said the blind man to his deaf son as he drove out of the parking lot. Think about that.
Wow, that is deep. What's responsible for your advanced intelligence? Is it just simply larger brain size?
I hate to burst your bubble, humanoid, but we don't have more advanced intelligence than you guys. I just speak with a lot of confidence while I'm riffing, and you seem to just buy it.
Well, if you're not more intelligent, how have you developed such advanced aircraft technology?
We didn't develop those. You see, once upon a time, there was a foreign planet invading our planetary territory. They thought we were barbaric, the way we're always slashing each other's carotid arteries and severing each other's spinal cords. They were trying to put an end to it. And then one day, they just left, leaving behind about $80 billion worth of advanced equipment. Freaking idiots. It's kind of like what you guys did in Afghanistan, except not quite as dumb.
Thank you for taking the time to tell us a bit about your alien species. I appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure. We're here, and we're not going anywhere, and we look forward to a peaceful, harmonious existence with you Earthlings. Oh, and can I see your neck for a second?
When it comes to EMFs, you have 3 choices. 1, you can do nothing at all and enjoy being part of the experiment. Or 2, you can move to the wilderness and say goodbye to society. Or 3, you can say hello to EMF radiation shielding products by Bon Charge. Now personally, I don't want to be a part of an experiment, and I actually want to be part of society. That's why I love Bon Charge's EMF radiation shielding products. They've been shown to block up to 99% of EMF radiation, which I think is a great alternative to having my brain and body nuked. For my protection, I've got the harmonizing bracelet on. But what do you do about one of the nasty sources of EMF radiation? Cell phones. Bon Charge harmonizing sticker. And can you say the EMF radiation blocking phone pouch? which also provides cybersecurity, privacy, and acts as an EMP attack shield for your phone. And let's say you gotta take a call, but you don't wanna nuke your brain with a cell phone or wireless Bluetooth earpods. How about the EMF radiation-free AirTube earphones? Does Bond Charge make EMF blocking trees? No, but they do make an EMF radiation blocking blanket. So if you're like me and you don't want to be part of the EMF experiment, grab your EMF radiation shielding products at bondcharge.com/JP. And while you're there, be sure to use the discount code JP for 15% off. Enjoy taking control of your health.